Dear students, now I am going to tell you about rearing of broilers and layer birds in poultry. So, poultry production in India has taken a quantum leap in the last 4 decades, emerging from an entirely unrecognized and unscientific farming practice. It is practiced about 40 years back. Now, a commercial production system with an advanced technology interventions. So, you will see in this graph how exactly from 95 to 2015 there is a you will able to see a 4-fold increase in the production of egg. So, the demand for modern poultry infrastructure in India is due to its increase in the size of the poultry farms. So, the people are now it is so much mechanized, automated way you will able to see in this poultry and also in the here, and they are several thousands of birds are reared at a time. So, that is the increase in the size of the poultry farm. Previously, poultry farms had production of only few hundred birds per cycle. Now, it is few lakhs of birds at a time. Now, majority farms breeding more than 5 lakh birds. Similar is the case with the layer poultry farm. That is, in that say this is a broiler poultry and the layer poultry, you will find it is more than 5 lakh birds. So, many farms are doing this. So, rearing of broiler, it is a brooding activity. It takes about 6 to 8 weeks, whereas layer farm maintained for about 2 years. So, that's why the rearing of broiler is completely different types of operation when compared to the rearing of the layer. So, in here we will first look into the rearing aspects of broiler. What are broilers? Broilers are young chickens of 8 to 10 weeks age reared to obtain soft palatable meat. It is a tender meat of young chickens of male or female that grows from a hatch weight. It is from the hatching weight is a 40 grams and it will weigh up to 1.5 kg to 2 kg in about 6 weeks time, the time of marketing of the chicken. Important aspects about broiler rearing, the first and foremost is the breed selection, then housing, then brooding of the chicks, then temperature, ventilation, lighting of the poultry house, feed management, vaccination and debeaking. So, we will study each and these aspects in detail. Breed selection. Broiler breeds should be selected which yields tender, soft meat and flexible breast cartilage, which is in high demand. Breeds should have the best feed conversion efficiency. Breeds are of good genetic history and resistant to local diseases are preferred. Indian Council of Agricultural Research raised commercial hybrids of broilers, White Cornish, White Plymouth Rock, White Cornish, Plymouth Rock, New Hampshire and Rhode Island, which show better feed conversion efficiency. So, modern broiler farms are prefer these breeds. Broiler breeds reared for meat purpose are either commercial broiler breeds or dual purpose broiler breeds. Karnataka ranks 5th in broiler production. Most of the broiler breeds are derived from American Plymouth Rock breeds. The newly hatched day-old chick within a span of 5 to 6 weeks will attain a marketable body weight about 1.8 to 2 kg by consuming about 3.5 kg feed. Average feed conversion rate FCR is about 1:1.8. Basic aspect of poultry housing, how should be this is with general for both broiler and the layer. Poultry house has to be housed in proper rearing house to their physiological needs. Rearing house preferably constructed in an elevated place to avoid water seepage. Direct sunlight and rainfall should be avoided. Floor and walls of poultry houses should be clean and free of dampness. So, poultry farms should be constructed in a place in viewing of proximity to market, transport facilities, good roads, proper water supply, electricity, drainage, all these are needed. Different types of housing. There are mainly two methods of housing. Semi-intensive method. This is what you will see. Semi-intensive. Small scale producers, poultry housing practiced in villages where birds are reared in open yard, surrounded by wire nets in the day and confined to house during night time. This method is suitable for backyard poultry, not for commercial rearing of broilers or layers birds. Next method is intensive method of housing. Commercial rearing about 10,000 birds at a time, confined and reared, which saves the space. There are two types of intensive method. One is a deep litter system. This one is the deep litter system. Birds are confined in a room where floor covered with dry saw or sawdust or wooden shavings, that is forming the litter or the bed. Floor of the litter house consists of 6 centimeter thick dry soil in the base. Above that, you will see the organic litter consists of wooden shavings or dry straw, like that. So, droppings of the birds are well absorbed on the sawdust, and this is converted into organic humus. Litter has to be replaced once or twice a year. So, this is a good for deep litter system, is a good for the broilers. Then individual cage system, it is for the layers. Birds are reared in individual cages, remained confined throughout the day. Cages are made up of strong wire and sloppy floor for rolling of eggs. Water vessel and feed hopper, you will able to see here, the water vessel and feed hopper are presented in the front of the cage. Many cages assembled in a row, several rows of, you will find several rows of, you will find the cages from the roof to the floor arranged. Young birds should be placed in the upwind and older birds in the lower cages. Then preparation of housing before arrival of the broiler chicks. This is a day old chick. It is before arrival of this chick, the broiler house should be prepared. Remove the previous used litters and wash the house equipments. Sanitize the litter, entire poultry house, fumigation of poultry house and made is disinfectant with the suitable agent. Broiler rearing is nothing but brooding operation. It is just a few weeks are reared. That's why it is called a brooding operations, because they are in a brooding activity. So that's why. The housing comforts, feed and water supply, hygienic practices have a direct bearing on the weight gain and fleshing yield. So, the fleshing capacity directly depend on all these aspects of the hygienic practices that is practiced in the poultry housing. Brooding of the chicks. Newly hatched day old chicks arrived to the farm lack adult feathers. They have the chick feathers, not adult feathers. So they cannot regulate the body temperature. Birds are homeothermic, warm blooded. So that's why these chicks have to be placed in artificial brooder like that, like this electrical brooder. This will provide warmth for 200 to 250 chicks at a time. Temperature and humidity of the electric brooder has to be adjusted according to the climatic condition. During winter, the warmer and during summer the less warming required, till the chicks allowed slowly for acclimatization for atmospheric temperature. Temperature of the brooder should be adjusted to 36 degree centigrade during first week after hatching, that is in this condition. Then weekly reduction of 2 degree centigrade has to be done till 25 degree at the 6th week, and proper lighting should be for the development of the chick. Temperature, ventilation, lighting of the broiler poultry house. Temperature has a direct bearing on the feed conversion efficiency. Hence, overcrowding at brooder should be controlled. Consumption increases about 3% for every 1% temperature decrease after they get the adult feather. Proper ventilation. Windows should be constructed to restrict ammonia level well below 15 ppm. Ammonia liberated by the action of bacteria on excreta. Ventilation, maintenance of high level oxygen and low level of carbon dioxide and ammonia is very important. This can be done by fitting proper ventilators and exhaust fans to poultry house. Lighting, growing broilers should be kept under 60-watt bulb area for 24 hours. Chickens are homeothermic. During summer, when temperature goes above 35 degrees centigrade, proper measures should be taken for cooling of the poultry house. Birds' activity should be restricted to optimum so that they show maximum feed conversion efficiency. Otherwise, they use all their energy and for the fighting. That's why their activity should be restricted by keeping them in a proper salt content in the poultry feed. Feed management. Feeding is an important part of rearing. 50% of investment goes for this. Quality food has a direct impact on quality meat. Birds of different age groups require different levels of nutrients. Feed provided to birds 4 times a day. Females take 9 days more to attain table size, whereas male require more hormones and protein contents in the feed than the females. Feed conversion efficiency is high in males. Poultry feed should contain all required nutrients such as carbohydrates, fats, proteins, minerals, vitamins, etc. in right proportion for better growth of the birds. In addition to the regular nutrients, some additives are required to facilitate digestion and growth. So, in this chart I have showed here the broiler starter, that is day 1 to 4 weeks of this, they require 2900 kilocalories of energy requirement, 22% of proteins, 0.4% of vitamins and 1% of calcium and 3 to 4% of other minerals, phosphorus, magnesium, iron and etc. The broilers after 4 weeks, they require more energy rich food, 3000 kilocalories and less amount of protein, 19% of protein, 0.4% of vitamins, 1% of calcium and 4 to 5% of minerals. So, this feed management should be done for proper table size. Then vaccination, broilers have to be vaccinated only for 2 viral diseases, Rannicate disease and Merck's disease, because they will be marketed in the age of 6 to 8 weeks, that is why. Marketing, broilers are marketed between 7 to 8 weeks of age. Grit feeding should be stopped. Grit means the calcium rich the shell powder that will be stopped prior to 2 weeks before marketing. During transportation, care should be taken for overcrowding and about hot weather. So, all these are crucial factors. Then the debeaking, crowding of birds usually initiate fighting and produce small sized egg, or else their feed conversion efficiency will be reduced. So this will be beak trimming is required. So the removal of to 1/3 of the beak tip in day old chicks to prevent cannibalism, fighting and eating the other birds. Factors affecting feed conversion efficiency in broilers: healthy state of bird and activity of the bird, all these affecting the feed conversion efficiency. Temperature maintenance also affecting the feed conversion efficiency. So broilers growing efficiency is measured in following ways: mature live weight of the bird, feed conversion over time, age to reach desired weight. All these are the the growing efficiency measurement. Then the hygienic management. This is a fundamental for the successful broiler production. So use of effective drugs in the feed or vaccination program to prevent coccidiosis, disinfections in infection, sanitization of the poultry. So all these, and removal of the dead birds must be disposed properly. All these measures to be taken for maintenance of the hygienic practices. So the marketing: broilers are marketed between 7 to 8 weeks of age. Grit feeding should be stopped prior to 2 weeks before marketing. During transplantation, care should be taken. Overcrowding should not be done during hot weather. A successful farming will depend on the good poultry market and the price offered. So this is about the rearing of the broilers. Next, rearing of the layer. Layer poultry farming means raising egg laying poultry birds for the purpose of commercial egg production. Layer chickens need to be raised from when they are 1 day old. They start laying eggs commercially by the time they reach about 18 weeks of age. They remain laying eggs continuously till they become 72 to 78 weeks of age, about 2 years. They can produce about 1 kg of egg by consuming about 2.25 kg of food during their egg laying period. Layers are economical up to the age of 18 to 20 months. Egg production starts after 5 months, rises to the reach about 8 to 10 months. That time the 85% of egg production declines after 18 months of age, and after 24 months, by the 24 months it further declines by 50%. So important aspects of layer rearing: breed selection, housing of the brooding of the chicks, temperature, ventilation, lighting of poultry house, feed and water management, vaccination, egg collection, grading and marketing. All these are similar to the broiler rearing. In Karnataka, September to March is the best season for raising layer chickens. Selection of appropriate breed which yields more number of quality eggs. Commercial layers in India are hybrids. So what are the desirable qualities of layers? Early maturity: by the time 20 weeks they have to be start laying eggs. Consistency in laying: 250 to 290 eggs per year. Large hard shelled eggs, that is also, while marketing the shell, the damage should be minimized. So disease resistant, all this. Keeping chicks for layer poultry farm: during the first weeks after birth, many chicks do not want to drink water. Due to transporting them from one place to another, adequate water drinking system in the brooder house is essential for their survival. So while brooding, they will be transported. That's why from the the egg from the breeding center. So we have discussed the layer house intensive, semi-intensive method, and the deep litter system, all these similar to that of individual case system, all these similar to that of broiler what we discussed earlier. Then brooding activity. Newly hatched chicks, they lack adult feathers, so they have to be kept in the electric brooder. So this also we have discussed. And heat adjustment, 35 degree in the first week, 2 to 4 weeks 33 degree, then 5 to 8 weeks 30 degree temperature, and humidity should be adjusted to the requirement of the chicks. Chicks eating litter should be prevented. You can see the chicks eating litter should be prevented. Chicks are taught to roost, so they have to roosting behavior initiated by 4 to 6 to avoid overcrowding in deep litter rearing system. 3 weeks old chicks are provided with green grass. Brooding chicks should be kept in hygienic condition. Timely vaccination and or raising disease resistant varieties are very important. Then ventilation, this also we have discussed earlier. So to prevent the ammonia level below 15 ppm. Then temperature maintenance, this also we have discussed. Lighting, 0 to 3 weeks brooding light, 4 to 20 weeks normal light. After 20 weeks an additional 30 minutes increase in the lighting in every week till it reaches 17 hours of lighting is required. So these are the lighting facility in a layer poultry house. Sanitation, it is also very required, because it is a crowded, in a small area thousands of birds are reared. 70% alcohol, boric acid are used to prevent the as a skin disinfectant, because the birds are not taking bath like us every day. So they have to be, the feathers has to be disinfected frequently, periodically. Chlorine water for washing eggs, formalin, Lysol, phenol are used as a poultry house disinfectant. Iodine is used to treat cuts and injuries. Poultry house should be equipped with the proper poultry house equipments, and water seepage should be prevented. So all these the poultry house the management I discussed previously. Another important aspect is feeding management. Rearing layers, they are they have to be fed. There is a chick starter feed up to 0 to 8 weeks, grower feed 9 to 20 weeks, layer feed egg laying hens. So starter feed, this is the energy requirement, 2600 kilocalories, 22% of proteins, 0.2% of vitamins, 1% of calcium, 2 to 3% of minerals. Whereas growing chicks, it is the protein requirement is lesser, and vitamins also same, and calcium also same. But laying hens, see this, their energy requirement is less, protein is 18%, and vitamins is increased 0.5%. See, the calcium requirement is almost 3%. Poultry feed should have all required nutrients such as carbohydrates, fats, proteins, minerals, vitamins, etc. The layer feeding schedule, solid feed should be served at every 3 hours intervals. Apart from normal feed, food additives such as flavoring agents, because they get bored eating everyday same food, so flavoring agents should be added. Antioxidants, enzymes, hormones, timely antifungal, antibacterial, anticoccidial, antihelminthic, all these are very important, because the layer birds are reared for months together, that means for about 2 years. That's why all these are very important to control the fungal infection, then bacterial infection, or else of protozoan infection, helminthic infestation, all this. Then the water management in the poultry farm. the chicken health dependent on the supply of pure, clean, fresh drinking water, adequate of pure water supplied well to the laying hens. Brooding or layer poultry farm day old or 6 weeks, then growing layers about 6 to 20 weeks. Once chicks can control their body temperature, they still need to be protected from climate extremities. So that is what you can see. They at this stage, the pullet grower feed which contains 15 to 17% of protein and 7% of less energy. Then the pullets are usually moved to their laying quarters for about 16 to 18 weeks age before they reach sexual maturity. Adult layer birds, that is the laying hen, between 20 to 78 weeks. Adult hens need to be fed carefully and kept in the house at 21 to 28 degrees centigrade. The hens are checked regularly for monitor their health, and medicines may be administered as needed. So the vaccination schedule is very important here. So the layers will be reared for 2 years. That's why they have to be vaccinated for fowl pox, Mark's disease, Ranikhet disease, and other viral disease. Culling. This is a very important removal of uneconomical birds from the flock or the group is called culling. Culling has to be done at all stages of growth. Weak, poor, egg-laying, diseased, wounded, aged birds should be picked and removed regularly. It will prevent the spreading of the disease and wastage of poultry feed. Removing of inferior non-laying birds improves the condition of productive birds. So these are the disinfectant strategy one has to practice in the broiler and layer farms. So this is about the rearing of broilers and rearing of layers. Thank you.